championship in your hand.
Now, where's he going with those 2 championships in his hand?
Hey, Joe.
Your 2 championships in your hand. Woo! All right.
I heard you beat me down.
He beat you down. You so bad you stepped on glass.
Down to the ground for that.
Oh, you bled like a motherfucker all over the house, broke every goddamn thing you owned, and killed my paint, Ryan. Welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. Woo! My name is Tom.
Howdy, Tom.
Fuck you and your shenanigans and tantrums, Ryan. His name is Shenanigans and Tantrums, Ryan.
Apparently.
We're Fantasy Sports Addicts. Woo!
I'm a retired fantasy football addict.
So you're done with fantasy football forever. That's all right. But the good news is we're here tonight, this last-minute live stream. We're totally hot. We're totally live. It's snowing outside in Phoenix, which is great. It's fucking great. Why is that happening? But yeah, we had a few viewers for our last few videos. We thought we'd do, we'll just save ourselves some editing time and upload time. Let's just do these videos live.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
And all of a sudden we got all these viewers watching. We didn't even know it was happening. And now we're compelled to do a live stream. So here we are live.
That's why we were just like, fuck it, let's go live.
Live, and we're going straight to hour 3. Normally we do hour 1 and hour 2. They're much more structured. Tonight, it's just hour 3.
Okay, so do we have like a hangout? People want to join and chime in?
Yeah, we can. I can send you the link. I'm operating a mouse under the desk, not jerking my dick.
You can bring it up. Like you don't need to hide the mouse.
Well, okay, all right. So now, but I like it better when it looks like I'm like, yeah. Sorry. All right, so there is a link here somewhere. All right, this is the link. I'm copying it. I'm going to email it to Ryan.
And then I'll post it to our chat page.
Exactly. Or
you just go to the chat page. Yeah,
I'm going to do that. It's going to be weird for a second, but here we are.
Just hang with us.
All right, so here we go for a second. Where is my option to paste? Thank you. There it is. But I have to lean all the way over. Excuse my reach, internet. Boop. That's the chat link or the hangout link. So if you want to just like jump in and say howdy, hey, we're glad to have you. And wait, excuse my reach again because I keep fucking this shit up. Obviously, we're not using our normal setup here. This is a new setup. We're just fucking around here trying it out. So, all right, there we are. There we go. It's all laptop connected to a fucking blue balls and. Fuck it. So we're live. Woo! Do we need that?
No.
Okay, kill it.
Fucking
You're fucking it up. Quit fucking it up. All right. Woohoo!
That's what we do here at Fantasy Addicts Anonymous.
We keep fucking up, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that was on purpose. That wasn't a fuck up. That was just me fucking around.
All right. Okay. Well,
big difference. Normally, we fuck up. We don't mean to. But I wanted to have that infinity cam. Whee!
Well, that was fun. I guess you enjoyed yourself. That's cute. She enjoyed herself.
I did. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers. So yeah. What do we do on these live streams? We drink beer and we watch fantasy sports. It's goddamn near 11 p.m. West Coast time.
So it's way late. Most of the games are over.
We got like highlights on NBA TV right now.
Like I haven't even really looked too much at my teams yet.
No, I can't look at my teams because we got this. I suppose if Mike joins us or something at some point, I'll have to like use my mouse down here. Yeah. That's me using the mouse. It's because there's actually a mouse down there. I'm vigorously mousing. Not vigorously.
Man.
What?
I don't know what to
happened?
do with Robert Covington. The
What do you
dude
do?
was the Lord of the Manor for like 3 weeks.
But
Like
not anymore in D'Antoni's world.
no, I don't know. He's like marginalized now, and like I see he's getting dropped, and I don't even know because again, Covington was actually a keeper. He's a good 3D guy. I like him a lot.
I don't love the percentage.
But right now, he's just fucking glued to my goddamn bench.
All right, so
I don't know.
Trade him? Can you trade him?
Nobody's gonna. I mean, maybe in the dynasty leagues, I can get somebody to bite on
him. Like if you packaged him with somebody, I don't know. I mean, Joe's here. We know Joe's here. Hey, Joe! We played the song for you, by the way, at the beginning.
I don't know if you caught the intro to that. Honestly, Joe, because we saw that you were watching our videos when we went live
otherwise.
We're like, fuck it, let's go live, let's hang out. Like we were gonna record our podcast, like got a pizza in the oven or about to be in the oven, but
is the oven preheating?
It's preheating.
Or it's gonna take a while because it's actually snowing outside.
And it's just like, fuck it, we got Joe. Joe's around. Like let's hang out a little bit.
Let's talk to Joe. The championship master, the guy that just wins all the fucking gold, all the like, god damn it, he's like a bank robber.
Did I lose my cool way too much and go way over the top in the championship speech video?
I think it was appropriate. I mean, he handed you your ass. You thought you had won.
I really did.
He thought you were, but. You know, as a person who's seen you nude several times, I can say officially that was probably the least pleasant occasion. I mean, you were a hot fucking mess.
Bam. I want to be naked.
I don't want you to be naked. You need to keep your clothes on next time. Because I don't know, honestly, as far as funny videos that we've done, that was pretty good. Oh, the oven's preheated. But you know, it was a bit much. The next time you lose a fantasy championship to Joe, which will probably be coming up in a few short weeks in basketball, I don't know how you're going to top yourself. How are you going to throw another tantrum? How are you going to match your tantrum level?
Well, again, it all depends on.
You're going to have to kill yourself, like shoot yourself in the head, literally. And I'll be like, Ryan's blood and brains are all over the wall. It's not just beer. It's like.
When AJ Green has like 6 catches and a touchdown and 10 points on like the opening drive.
Yeah,
and like set. I needed one more catch. Like, I mean, that is fucking gut wrenching. Like, I mean, that shit hurts. Like, I mean, it really did suck. Like, again, I lost to my work league by 1 point.
So you got double.
Yeah, I lost in Joe's league by a fucking 1.5. And, like, those were the 2 leagues I wanted to win more than any other goddamn league. Like,
yeah, those are the pride leagues.
I still medaled out of 4 of the 6. I got 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronzes. So, like,
and you're still retired?
All in all, it was still a good fantasy year.
And you're retiring from fantasy football. But just to
lose the way I did to fucking Joe of all goddamn people. Like, Joe, I'm serious. Like, you are now my number 1, like, arch nemesis. Like, Tom doesn't even count because Tom sucks and he's never in a goddamn competition. And, like, Joe, like, we tend to go back and forth and, like,
dude, I will.
You keep winning.
Fucking ram you out the window just like Joe did. I'm serious. You're telling me I'm no good? I will ram you.
I'll see it when I fucking believe it.
Well, you'll see it. You'll see it. It's coming in fantasy baseball because, god damn it, it's 2016 finally. We can talk about
damn yeah.
Hardball. Baseball. Yeah. Put that fucking pie in the oven, would you?
Yeah.
Ryan's going to go put a pizza in the oven. I feel like I'm hunched over in these chairs. We do need our other chairs. Like, god damn it. I'm like Mr. fucking Burns. Are you bringing me a chair too? Because, like, seriously, I'm like hunched. I'm like Mr. Burns. Like, excellent. Yes. All right. I will move out of the way momentarily as I receive a fresh chair because, you know, his royal assness, myself, needs a fancy chair. Thank you, sir.
Go fuck yourself.
You go fuck yourself too, Ryan. All right. That's how we treat each other on FSAA. There we go. Oh, but this is so much better. Look at that. I mean, now we're like, you know what I need? I need what they've been advertising on our videos lately. Has anybody seen these ads for the Squatty Potty? It's a
really? You're a Squatty Potty?
It's a 3.5-minute advertisement that I've seen on our videos for a unicorn that shits rainbow soft serve, advertising like a stool for taking a stool. I mean, it's like you stand on it or something while you're taking a shit. It's called the Squatty Potty, and this is apparently the ad that's running on all of our videos right now. It was the most out-of-control thing I've ever seen in my life. A unicorn shitting rainbow soft serve.
Why are you talking about fucking Squatty Potty?
Because it's hilarious. It's a rainbow unicorn shitting rainbow soft serve, and this dude's feeding it to little kids, handing them toilet paper to wipe their face. It's disturbing. But that's what's on our videos right now. Like, what am I supposed to do?
And Joe, like, fantasy basketball in the regular season has absolutely no vengeance on a fucking championship heartbreaking loss. Like,
oh, you guys are playing this week or what?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna double ram you.
Again, that doesn't even matter. It's fucking regular
He can just
season.
savor it. He can savor beating you 2 weeks in a row.
And
2 separate sports. If Joe three-peats, I mean, you feeding your dog?
He's just hanging out.
Okay, all right. If Joe three-peats, though, I mean, is this not one of the most spectacular feats in our league's fantasy sports history? Like, football, baseball. He's already got 2 golds. Like, we're waiting for fucking basketball. We're only a few weeks away.
Now, the ultimate feat would be what? A 5-peat?
Are we talking about, like, racing or?
No, it'd be my league, your league for baseball and basketball. And then Joe's and
so he'd
football.
have. So in a given year, he would have to win both of our baseball leagues, dynasty baseball leagues, both of our dynasty basketball leagues, and his dynasty football league. If there's any one manager that could pull off like
Thank you.
the natural 5-peat,
woo,
put your fucking hand down, please. It's Joe. So for those of you out there in internet land and FSAA land who've never met Joe, he's a very angry person, just like us, but even angrier. And, you know, you think we have colorful language. He'll even he'll make Bronson cry. How about that?
I think Bronson probably will cry on his own. Maybe not.
Don't be mean to Bronson. It's not his fault that his parents fed him rainbow soft serve as a kid.
Technically, Joe won the basketball league last year, too, so.
Yeah, he's just on a fucking – he's steamrolling. Yeah, he did. I mean, and the only reason he lost baseball was it – yeah, I mean, God, fuck. I mean, so Joe's just on this, like, steamroll of our leagues. I mean, it's incredible. He is your now new – but see, the problem is you can't call him a natural rival because the thing is you have to win occasionally, Ryan. You can't be rivals if you don't win. I mean, you have to be going back and forth. So far, it's just been him fucking you out the window.
Hey, I've won.
Won what? Second place trophies?
I got gold.
Yeah, but not
my
baseball. Joe. When was the last time you beat Joe for a championship? Ever? Have you? I mean, he had like a goddamn like 4-peat going in my baseball league until he like went on that Mexican cruise and like
I
had some crazy shit going on.
I forget, Joe. Did I beat you in my baseball league to lose to Nathan?
Yeah. That was your league last year. And Nathan, you told him you'd see him in hell. And he's a reverend. And he said, no, son, bless. Fantasy gods bless. And you got fucked right out the window. Once again, because you're so full of wrath and bad energy, you tell me to be meta.
Okay, see, I did beat Joe in the semifinal, so I got that.
Yeah, but
I beat Joe in the playoffs.
You have to beat him for a championship. We're talking, like, are we talking Lakers, you know?
Again,
like
it's coming.
Celtics here?
Yeah,
you have to be.
I fucked Joe up. Like, I mean, I wasn't even close. I mean, and Nathan.
But Joe's team was like
Nathan's
just like one of those bad weeks.
Oh man, the lost to Nathan, man. That shit
is glorious.
Like fucking Justin goddamn Bohr, Mike Trout robbing home runs, saving his pitchers ERA. I think I had like. I used all my ads on pitchers, and I didn't even get one goddamn win.
You tried to stream him, and I remember Nathan talking to me. Should I stream? I'm like, no, just let him fuck this up.
Yeah, no, honestly, if I didn't stream, I probably would have won or been better off.
Nathan even faked you out. He's asking me, should I pick up all these? I'm like, yeah, pick up his streaming options. but bench them. Because Ryan, he's going to blow up his ERA, blow up his shit trying to beat you. And he did. You did.
I did.
You beat yourself. Same way I beat myself finally in the playoffs, but that was trades to Joe even. God, seriously, Joe, what the fuck are you doing? You're like raping us constantly.
I don't know. I raped Joe pretty good.
What? Oh, the
Carlos Correa.
Yeah. All right, I'm grabbing some brewskis here.
Yeah, I need a beer. Since we mentioned that trade where I stuck it to Joe pretty good.
Okay.
What was it? I traded you David Wright and you Darvish for
Carlos Correa and I don't remember what else.
I know I got a pick. Was it just Carlos Correa and your pick?
There's something else. No, there's Carlos Correa and something else, I think. I don't know.
I mean, we all make mistakes once in a while.
We all make mistakes going against Joe, apparently always. He's just that guy that fucking capitalizes on every fucking painful decision you've made. I don't know how.
Okay, Darvish for Greinke flip, so that's definitely a net positive.
Okay.
And you got Tom and I both like willing to back up the fucking cart to you to get Greinke now.
No, I'm not willing to back up the cart.
I am.
Well, here's your cigar. Back it up right into your cigar.
Tom,
again, right?
Seriously,
yes.
I regret doing that.
Why did you do that? You were all like, I saw this guy do it in like this viral video with his Xbox controller, and now you got memed and gift.
I thought it would be funny.
It was funny, but you got gift and you got memed.
Again, I got no shame. I don't mind.
It's your fault.
Although
I would have never rammed a cigar into my ass emphatically the way you did, but
again,
I've never lost.
If it was Bronson that did actually gift that, I'm gonna beat his ass.
We're gonna drive to Florida and beat you to death. Yeah, because you're underage. We can't fuck you to death. We'll beat you to death. How about that? Why are we kissing pugs?
Because it's Buddha. Yay! Yay!
Can we like censor his dog junk? Like,
yay!
Here,
Nothing wrong with this dog junk.
I don't know. I'm just a little uncomfortable.
So we're obviously really fucking excited.
It's
about baseball
season.
Like we're gonna start doing a whole slew of baseball videos. I think we're actually gonna do rankings.
I'm gonna try to start a fire here with my hands with all this friction. I've seriously been doing this since we started talking about how excited we were about baseball a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, it's so close. The hot stove is fired up, and everybody going, and I'm surprised there have not been sparks right now.
And now that football's over, like we can focus our video energy on baseball because it's time.
Fuck football, it's over. I mean, go Cards. I don't know where our flag went, but
I can't reach it.
Go Cards. We're still rooting for the Cards in the postseason.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll be watching and
yeah, we'll be watching and live streaming.
Yeah, but we've got a pie bet. That's about the extent of our continued football interest at this point. We're gonna all right. So here's how it is: Bronson's Panthers. If they go further in the playoffs than the Cardinals do, I guess we're pieing ourselves or some shit.
Or we'll pie each other.
You can't pie me because if I get nose issue, you know it's gonna. But I'll pie myself gently. Oh. Pieing me gently. Sorry, never mind. But if the Cardinals do what we expect and go to the Super Bowl, Bronson is gonna pie his little kitty cat.
That's gonna be.
Oh, that is gonna be so. And he's like, "Well, I have to get a cupcake." I'm like, "No, you need a mini pie tin." Oh, a cupcake. No, it's a fucking mini pie tin. You eat like a crappy chicken pot pie or something. It just needs to be cat-sized, right? And you fill it with fucking Meow Mix or whipped cream, something the cat will like. I mean, we're not trying to kill your cat. It's funny. It's cat-sized pie. Boop. Little kitty pie, It's funny. And we would enjoy it. And everybody would enjoy it. And your cat would probably enjoy it, especially if it's filled with something tasty. Because cats have tongues and they can clean their fur. They'll do the paw thing. Like, I cleaned up all the fucking whipped cream. I'm not advocating drowning your cat in shaving cream or some shit. Whipped cream. Your cat loves cream. Cats love shit like that.
It's just funny. Like, have you ever seen a cat get pied in the face?
We want to see a cat get pied. I have had cats in the past.
I'm pretty goddamn confident that Cardinals are going to the goddamn Super Bowl, and the Panthers are going to get fucking ousted in the second week.
And if we even like match up with them somehow, I don't even know how that would occur, but if it did happen,
I think it'd have to be the conference finals.
Yeah, which is I was thinking that, but God, that would actually, when the bet gets serious, that would be fun actually, because like, I mean, Cardinals defense would like run Cam Newton.
Well, the good thing too is I believe the Panthers got to get through the fucking Seahawks to, make it to the conference finals.
I want to see that cat get pied. I want to see potential employee of the year getting pied. I want to see potential employees of the year getting pied. So, did we ever announce an employee of the year? Are we going to do that? Are we going to do
we got to make that video.
I mean, it's already like after the fact. It's already next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we were slacking and
you were recovering. You were recovering from a cut to the fucking bone.
Yeah, Joe.
I don't yank down the fucking plastic sheet in that football tantrum video. There was a beer growler up here that like you probably saw it like in a flash and didn't even notice it. You can see the moment when he starts taking. He stood on the fucking lid of like the rim of the thing that was still intact, like right into the bone of his foot, just glass.
Yeah, I got like a 1 inch, deep ass fucking cut on the bottom of my foot.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Gold paint, beer. We destroyed every towel you own. Your wife was like, "Our towels. What happened?" Like, I mean, you ruined your house and bled everywhere.
Mm-hmm. All for a fucking video and being upset.
The fucking joke, which didn't even go off well because of the red light with the whole like, I bit my tongue, like, right? That was a joke. That was not. He didn't actually bite his tongue. It was blood capsules, which didn't even translate in the red light.
Yeah, that was like pretty shitty, but we tried.
Well, the ironic part, point I was making with that is, it was a joke we sort of pre-planned and didn't work out, but immediately afterwards, we're both laughing so hard. I bit my tongue and bled everywhere. So you're bleeding everywhere. I'm bleeding everywhere. We're both like, oh, fuck. Are we going to have to go to the ER? Like, nah, fuck it. It was a pretty good video. So I'm like taping up my tongue. You're taping up your foot. It's fine. It's all fine.
It's what we do for the craft.
Now, the funny thing is, if you've watched that video, go back and rewatch it maybe. You can see all the points at which I missed my cues. And so even when Ryan and I are missing each other's comedic cues, timing between us still works out. Like the pointing, hey, I really need the red light. Like there was like 3 or 4 times at which I missed my cue to turn on the red lights or drop the other lights. So it was just a red light on Ryan. But it still timed out well. Still worked out. I mean, I don't know how we do that. We just have like a good comedic sense when we're trying to be funny sometimes. So,
well, honestly, we've been making videos together for what, 14 years? Longer, 16 years, almost 17 now.
All right, how old are we? 30. I'm 33 in a few days.
I'm 33 in a month. We were what, juniors in fucking high
16?
School?
I don't know how. It's almost 20 years.
Yeah.
What is it?
16, 17, so, 16 or 17 years ago, half our lives, we've been fucking making videos together.
Brother's got a hug, man.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. We just learned each other's timings, and so. But yeah, that was a funny video. That was fun to make.
I don't know how the fuck we're gonna top it. Or
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you lose to Joe again, you have to put a gun in your mouth and blow your brains out. That's the only way it's going to be, like, stripping naked. And, I mean, again, like, how do you top it?
I really don't fucking know.
I don't either. We'll probably CGI brains and blood on the wall, but whatever. We'll find some way to top it. We always goddamn do. I mean, we got some chat from Joe. We got anything out there? Anything new?
No, nothing new. He just said fuck the Panthers, which I agree. Like, Superman, Cardinals are your motherfucking kryptonite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Hopefully the Cards keep doing. I mean, they're kind of, to me, they're sort of like the Spurs of the NFL. Built to win, designed to win. Doesn't matter on the road, where they're at, here, home, like on the road, any team, like just they're designed to crush you. Crush you.
Here's Joe and my basketball matchup.
Right now they're tied. Again, we're talking about Monday night, so
yeah. But I got doubling them in rebounds, more than doubling them in assists and steals, tied in blocks.
You got 13 steals in a night. Wow.
Well, Rondo got me 5 steals.
And the 19 assists. Rondo had a hell of a game for you. Fuck.
Yeah. Again, I love Rondo.
You hated him last year. You were like, I can't even sell him. I can't even get rid of him. Like, you hated Rondo. You were fucking – and you were right to hate Dwight Howard, apparently.
I mean, even Howard's coming along. Well, I mean, it was really Rondo and D-Ho that, like, cost me a championship.
Last year.
Because they were both fucking doing dog shit.
Those have been the cornerstones of your basketball punting strategy for years. So for you to turn on them the way you did last year, I was really surprised by that. I mean, you were talking to me about, like, do I want Rondo? Do I want D-Ho? I'm like, no, I'm not a punting team.
Well, I still kept them. I mean, like, there were
it worked out.
Deals out there, but nothing that I liked.
No, I mean, you were like fucking fire sale, at least to me. I mean, it wasn't.
You're exaggerating.
You wanted to get rid of them pretty bad. I mean, you were pissed.
Well, they weren't doing dog shit.
It wasn't a fire sale. You were trying to fucking rape me for fucking Anthony Davis or some shit, but.
Probably.
But. You wanted to get rid of him.
So, I mean, Rondo, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 19 assists, 5 steals, and 1 block.
That's, you know what's funny? Before I was a fantasy sports player or fantasy sport, like, the few points that Rondo actually put up tonight, like, I don't like, that player's no good. That guy's no good, you know? But, like fantasy sports and fantasy basketball, like, just the way it changes your appreciation of a game and a player's contributions to a game and how a player contributes generally. You know, the esoteric side categories and stats like blocks and steals, things you wouldn't necessarily think about as a casual fan. I mean, it really has changed my appreciation for any game.
Well, I mean, even before I played fantasy sports, I always loved the defensive players. Like, Rodman was my favorite growing up.
Okay.
I mean, again, that's just kind of part of the way I played sports. I mean, even still, like, man, I loved watching fucking, like, Shane Battier with the hands in the face and trying to mimic, like, these defensive specialists. And, like, those have always been my favorite players.
Okay.
So that's why I've naturally gravitated towards this, like, punting strategy.
Well, it's worked out quite well for you, I will say that. Until
fucking Joe,
until you run into Joe. I just got to clean up my shandy spill here. I try to keep this bar clean. Ryan fucks it up all the time, throwing beers everywhere and bleeding everywhere. But.
So, I mean, if you're just joining our live stream and you want to hang out in the Google Hangouts, like, we posted a link. If you need another one, we can do that.
I'll post it again just real quick. I don't know. We got another.
You know, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to go ahead and, you know, ask.
Yeah.
You know, again, we're just all hanging out. Like,
I mean, there's nothing good going on here except for hour 3.
There's no, like, lead up or anything. Like, we were just making our pickups and what was the other video we did?
Q&A.
Q&A videos.
How'd you forget that?
Again, Q&A pickup videos, and we decided to just
question crack, bitch. Knock, knock.
And because of that, we saw we had some people there that were live and watching.
We thought, hey, let's go live, and I'll just like reach randomly in front, like, ooh, I'm playing defense here, whatever, right? All right, so there's the link. It's in the chat again.
So if you want to join our Hangouts and talk with us, you're welcome. If you want to just chat, you're welcome to do that as well.
We skip straight ahead to hour 3. So hour 3, we normally do like what, mock drafts and
people
bullshit. People
jump in.
They want to say hoo-hoos and willies and like,
wrong hole. I don't know. It's
my pee-pee and my woo-woo.
I don't know.
Seriously, like hour 3 is like the fucking Stern show of fantasy sports broadcasting, apparently.
Although I will say we're not nearly as drunk as we are right now as we normally are in hour 3.
Well, let's get there. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. I mean, we got like cider there. There's like a few beers and some ciders.
6-pack there too.
Let's kill it all. We're going to do it all. All right, so this is hour 3. This is where Ryan and I just get shitty. So hour 3, we thought, fuck it. What I really want to talk about, I want to talk about baseball. I mean, we keep talking about it. We keep going back and forth about it, but like, I'm excited. I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't
already mentioned that. I was trying to find baseball mock drafts, but
no, there's no way.
I haven't found any yet.
I wish there was like a. You know what we need to create? We need to come up with a website, and somebody needs to do it. Maybe it's not us. There's a pie done. It sounds like we got some hot, fresh pizza pie coming out of the oven. Yay!
Timer drop.
Dogs are like, oh, something's coming out of the fucking oven. But yes, what I would love is a website. If we don't own it or create it, that's a shame because it'd probably make a lot of money someday. I just want like a mock draft program, an app, or a website where you can just like mock draft any sport anytime. It doesn't, like any style of draft too. That would be really cool. It doesn't have to be fucking perfect. Like all the players are like deepest prospects or all that sort of thing.
What would be cool is if you can like import the rankings, like, okay, ESPN, Yahoo, CBS. So like the rankings will automatically like update. So you can mock draft regardless of what site you normally play on.
You just take the rankings, throw it into a fucking program that compiles the data.
I mean, of course, they'd already have to have the rankings out or updated. I mean, I guess, like
you could even go off of like
last year's. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like when you're an addict, I mean, I would fucking mock draft baseball right now off of last year's rankings. Wouldn't you? I mean, we're missing some of maybe the top prospects for our fucking dynasty teams, but I mean, not much. I mean, seriously though, a mock draft right now for some baseball would feel so good. Oh God, I want a mock draft. Oh, like an auction mock baseball draft right now. Oh. We talk about scratching your left hand sometimes. That's what Ryan does when he needs to play daily fantasy sports. I'm scratching my left hand because I need a mock auction. I was pretty clean, actually. I don't know. I don't know how long it's been since I've had a sip of the old mock auction, but it's been a while. A few weeks. Ryan, when was the last time I mock auctioned?
A few weeks now.
That's what I was saying, a few weeks. All right. But what I want to do is like, mock auction baseball would be so good.
So good.
All right. We're replacing 3 managers. Joe, chime in on this because you're part of the panel, even if you didn't know it. You're in the judges panel. You and Nathan and Woot, me and Ryan. So that's basically most of the league, half the league almost. We're replacing 3 of the managers in our 12-team dynasty.
All right, Joe, wait. Before we go, we were talking about this earlier.
Okay.
Mandalay Bay.
He's in your football league. What do we do with this guy?
We had him as a replacement manager.
Mandalay's supposed to be replaced in our baseball leagues. We did replace him in basketball.
Yes, we did. And he kind of asked us what the hell happened. Mandalay's the tough one. He's the one that's hard to get rid of.
He's been around a long time.
He's been around for a real long time.
He's a very busy guy, a professional, like an engineer or something, works for a huge corporation. The problem I have is you can't get a hold of him on fucking weekends. Every time he's out of the office, you get that goddamn Microsoft Office I'm out of the office reply. And it's always something like fucking God's bless.
Well, I mean, that doesn't matter, but
it kind of just when you're trying to make a trade and you get, hey, I'm out of the office until blah, blah, blah. God bless.
Saying the God bless doesn't matter.
Well, that doesn't, but I don't like the God bless instead of a goddamn trade response.
Fantasy gods bless.
Fantasy gods, damn it. I don't want your God bless fucking response. I want a trade reply. Post your normal email address, your personal email address.
So, Joe, do we keep Mandalay? Do we replace him? I mean, because, again, we easily have
great managers.
Great managers, and we got even better ones like wanting to join our leagues or at least more active.
We got the FSAA community like chirping and chiming. They want, like, there's some real go-getters out there, including Bronson, even though he's not guaranteed a team.
He's been active as far as, like, being competitive and setting his lineups and, like, you know, the bare minimum. But, like, he's not great at responding to emails. He doesn't fucking chime in on the message boards. I mean, there's the whole, you know, the 2 angry commissioners where we were upset.
Forget the video. When your commissioner posts to the league message board, hey, league, I'm fucking angry at all of you, or not even all of you, like, and we specifically name who we haven't heard from type of thing, and those same people don't even fucking reply, you get replaced. Maybe it's heavy-handed, maybe that's shitty shit, but, like, we have high standards.
Again, like, these managers we would easily recommend for any other league. And
anybody else's league, I mean, they're great managers. They'll probably win your league on their own. But we want people who are engaged. Like, if your commissioner says, hey, guys, I'm mad. Like,
poll question. What do you think about this? Do we change this stat? You know, we want people that
reply,
chime in,
vote,
yeah,
make trades, reply to trades. Like your brother-in-law, where's he at? Where's our website at?
Our website's fucked right out of the window. Why do you gotta keep bringing that shit up?
It's not your fault. It's his fault. Your brother-in-law's fault. Eric, slick.
You're an asshole.
Asshole.
Fix our website.
Seriously. And then trade me Anthony Davis because I'm offering you either Steph Curry or Kevin Durant. That's a serious, legitimate offer. Don't fucking jerk me around. Don't make me wait. When somebody offers you Steph Curry or Anthony, you know, well, in this case, I'm trying to get Anthony Davis, but I'm offering him in your league. I'm still not hearing back from some people. It's like, what the fuck? When you're offering top flight shit, top flight talent, and you don't hear back from somebody in a trade,
so
it's infuriating.
Joe says he tends to lean on the side of keeping people as long as they stay competitive to an extent, because if you replace him, it's always a chance that the next guy doesn't pan out or stick it out.
I'll tell you what.
But
there's
he understands
no
where
chance
we're coming
of that.
from.
Yeah, but see, there's no chance in the next guy. I mean, when have we ever brought in the next guy that didn't pan out?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like,
every next guy we've brought in has been terrific.
And if they haven't, they've been replaced and, like, fixed. Like, there's that whole fuck up.
You fucked that up.
Biting that chicken that was Craig's girlfriend or whatever, that, like, fucked her team right out the window.
Correa,
like,
she dropped Correa.
I just had to say, no. Like,
undo it all.
You're replaced. Undo all trades.
Well, and the beautiful thing is now in Ryan's baseball league, the guy that created that whole scenario, Craig's girlfriend, Craig, I replaced him 4 years ago. Ryan, out of spite, because he thought I shouldn't have. Like, Ryan fucked his own league up to spite me. This is like cutting your hose off to spite your face kind of thing. I mean, I got rid of this asshole because he didn't belong in my league. At least I don't know. He didn't fit my league. I just wanted him out.
Because he wouldn't trade you whatever player it was you wanted.
That wasn't it at
yes,
all.
It was.
No,
You're a fucking asshole.
That was not it at all. He did not fit the league.
Shenanigans.
He did not.
Oh, you want to trade me the player I want? Bring in someone that will. Like, I'm sure you were like, okay, I'll let you take the team, but you got to trade me so-and-so for so-and-so.
No, actually, you know who I did bring in on that? Mandalay. I replaced Craig with Mandalay. Okay. And we're replacing Mandalay now. And it wasn't about the trade shenanigans, whatever you're saying here. Like, if that were what the case was, I mean, right, Malcor would have been gone a long time. Like, trade me who I want. You can't get business done with some of these managers. We still have Malcor. Your brother-in-law, despite not posting his email address and everything and not replying to any fucking thing, even our website questions, he's not replaced. So it's not that bad. But some guys just don't belong in certain leagues. They're just not fit for good leagues. I got rid of Craig as quick as I could because he was a piece of shit. He sucked. I mean, this guy's been in the tank longer than I have, and he still hasn't been able to fucking rub two fucking coins together. You know what I mean? Like, fuck him. And now you finally, thank God, Ryan, you finally come to your fucking senses. Craig will be replaced.
Yes.
A perpetual. And here's the thing. The motherfucker can't even tank right. You have the worst fucking team in the league for 4 or 5 years, and somebody with a better team can tank around you and get better picks.
Well, then you're doing it wrong. Still, like, you don't utilize your picks very well anyways.
Him? Yeah. No, I mean, and he's just not active, and he doesn't do shit. He doesn't make moves throughout the season. He just, like, shows up at the draft, and that's it. So finally, after 4 years or 5 years of trying to spite me with your Craig shit, you came to your senses and Craig's gone. Thank fucking Christ.
I mean, Craig was pissed when he got replaced. He's like, what did I do? What's going on?
You suck. You don't belong in my league, you dipshit. That's what happened. And Ryan's like, well, fuck Tom. I like to fuck around and fucking spite Tom. Like, ee. Good job, Ryan. Look what you did to your league. And then you had to fucking undo his girlfriend's stupid shit this year. Way to go. Way to spite Tom.
Did it not work out? I think.
What do you mean did it not work out? It was fucking 4 years of dumb shittery from him.
I mean, again, I think Joe actually was the one that ended up taking.
That part worked out. Yes, Joe did get that team. So Joe, you took over Craig's girlfriend's team, and at least Ryan had some fucking good sense finally to bring in some quality management. And now we will continue to bring in quality management. We have upwards potentially of 3 dynasty teams. Whether or not we replace Mandalay is another question.
Right. Two for sure.
2 for sure. Probably 3. I mean, I think it's time to do it. I think Mandalay is a little long in the tooth. Sam, I mean, he's a great manager, and I've had great trade talks. I've had just like great conversation with the guy. He's a big baseball fan. The way we run our leagues, the way shit's a little more cutthroat, I just don't think Mandalay fits our leagues.
Okay.
He doesn't reply to shit.
So, Joe, as soon as the baseball opens up,
you're in.
Let's talk Greinke.
Oh, Ryan wants Greinke more than I do? Well, see, here's the thing, Ryan. I think Joe wants the Dark Knight more than anything you fucking have.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not saying he doesn't.
Well, I got the Matt Harvey, and you got the fucking, wishing in one hand and another, so. What are you sending an offer, or what are you doing?
No, I'm just telling people to keep questions and comments coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. I think we have Joe watching. Maybe
it keeps coming and going. I mean, it might be just Gracie. I don't know.
I was going to say, I think it's Grace.
We were up to 3 for a while.
Yes. I mean, who the fuck's watching us this late? Joe, you're on the East. I mean, like, Joe just apparently doesn't sleep. Although New York is supposedly the city that doesn't sleep.
Right.
So. When are you coming out? Like, Joe told us he was going to come out to Phoenix in Arizona for a little baseball, a little Cactus League action maybe this spring. I'm hoping that's still going to happen. That would be fucking fun as fuck.
Especially if we can manage to score some press credentials.
Oh yeah, no, I mean he's our camera guy, so like we get them all in. Like, that'd be fun.
Just part of the FSAA team.
Well, we're on the little neck bands and the lanyard. Oh, press credentials. Oh baby. Now, all right. So here's the thing about Joe. I'll go back for a second. I think he's probably angrier than I am. You know me. The Power of Anger, our comedy sketches and all that sort of thing. And we're going to do that infomercial about selling anger instead of product. Joe might be slightly, we should get in an anger fight, or not a fight, but like an angry off. That would be funny on camera. Like who could be the angriest? Like, I'm just going to my rage place. We'll just all red lights, me and Joe. I mean, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I don't know if he's comfortable on camera or not. And if he's not, I'll just go solo and be mad that he's not comfortable on camera. And I'll just berate him as he stands off camera. I'll be like, Joe, ooh, you're not angry enough to be on camera yelling at me. I don't know. All right, who's let's go through some like top 10 right now for fantasy baseball. Since we're coming up on it, we're talking about it. I offhandedly I can't come up with a full top 10, but like name me some players, maybe like unexpected players that you'll put in your fantasy baseball top 10 list. That
you're gonna draft, I'm trying to figure out round. Like Carlos Correa, like
is he first round?
Oh, he's like 5th or 6th.
5th pick, 6th pick overall.
For me, Bryce Harper, number 1. Woo, yeah.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper, number 1. Mike Trout, number 2. Paul Goldschmidt, number 3. Number 4. What? We got what? Again, I got to look at him, but we got Rizzo. We got.
Are you putting Rizzo top 10?
Yeah.
I won't.
Rizzo.
I own Rizzo. I won't put him top 10.
Giancarlo Stanton.
I won't put Stanton top 10 either.
Carlos Correa.
He can fit in the top 10. I'll see that.
Manny Machado. Macho Man.
What are you've seen?
Nolan Arenado.
Yeah. You've seen the ESPN rankings though already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't. So I don't know like what they've got. Like pull them up actually. All right, since Yahoo hasn't posted rankings for fantasy baseball, let's go through ESPN. ESPN kind of tossed their rankings up already. Since we're talking about it, let's just go through like what the official rankings are, and we can kind of like, riff off of that. For me, I'm still putting Trout ahead of Harper.
Okay.
The stolen bases, I think maybe is the factor. But
all right, so
batting it, the home runs.
Okay, so Mike Trout 1, Goldie, Harper, McCutchen, Kershaw, Stanton, Donaldson, Altuve, Machado, wow. Rizzo, Arenado, and Correa. That's your first round.
Whoa. What did I just see? Bryant 14? That's aggressive. Well, but is it? I mean, he's still
Pollock 16.
AJ Pollock should be a first round pick. I mean, he should be like a late first round pick.
I mean, I don't not late first round. I mean, there's too many known quantities.
I would move everybody up, like swap Donaldson, Pollock or something. Like not swap them, but like everybody moves up. Donaldson moves to where Pollock is, and like I don't know, Pollock moves to where I don't like Rizzo in the first round, and I own a shit ton of Rizzo. I don't see Rizzo as a first round value. Like he keeps.
Sorry, my league, my dynasty team. What I got: Harper, McCutchen, Kershaw, Machado, Correa. So is that what? That's 1,
You've got a
2,
quarter.
3.
You've got a third. 4. So you've got a third of the fucking first round.
5 and 12.
5.
Correa, Machado, Kershaw, McCutchen, and Harper.
Fucking hate you, Ryan.
That's 5 out of the first round are on my team.
Well, it's ESPN's first round, and those rankings will change.
Right.
Donaldson seems a bit aggressive, but
again, you're. I don't know. You've been anti-Donaldson.
Not anti.
Yes,
anti.
You have.
No, I named him my goddamn fantasy MVP or something like that, didn't I?
Doesn't matter. You had none of them.
No, I didn't, and I can't buy in. I don't. Maybe it's Toronto. Maybe it's the A's that he played. I don't know. I can't.
Okay.
He's a very exciting player. I love the fucking faux hawk and he's very animated. Like Donaldson is a fun player to watch. I just don't see him. I don't know. Maybe
Trout, Harper, Goldie, Kershaw, and Donaldson. Donaldson won him a championship.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's also saying he's going to be in Vegas for work for April 11th. You might have to shoot down afterwards. We might have to shoot up and then spend a couple days in Vegas.
Joe, I don't know. Joe, us in Vegas, I don't know if you're an alcoholic the way we are, but like nobody will survive us going to Vegas.
Just as long as we don't get mugged again.
Well, we're not going
to.
Woo! Woo! All right. Yeah. I hope it's not as bad as the night before Ryan's wedding, in which, it's late at night and somebody needed something that wasn't legal, and all of a sudden we got mugged, and it was really odd. Crackheads. Yeah, there were some crackheads that pretended they were FBI agents, and they told Ryan and I to get in against the wall, and they were talking into their fists like they were walkie-talkies, and they pretended to zip tie our hands, like with, zip ties. And so we're kind of confused by this. Like, is this like play acting? What's happening? Is this an improv show? Like, is this part of the strip? Like, we just wanted to buy some weed, man. Like, what the fuck's going on? No, they were trying to mug us, and I think neither of us had like dick or shit in our wallets because, again, we'd probably already lost it in the casino or at the bar. But yeah, so they took empty wallets from us, pretended to be FBI agents or something, and it was the most bizarre mugging and robbery I've ever been a part of personally. And at the end of it, we got all of our shit back, and like all these like street hookers that they knew, like people felt bad because I needed my pacemaker card. If you have a pacemaker, you need this like card that says, "Hey, I have a pacemaker," in order to get through an airport. So since I flew to, Nevada and Las Vegas, I needed my card to get through the airport. Like, hey, by the way, there's a medical device in there, not a bomb. And so all these people took pity on us and gave us our shit back. And even at the end, all the street walkers and street people were, well, oh, you're looking for weed? Well, we can get you that. Oh, how about some cocaine? You guys need some cocaine? And we're like, our stuff's fine. We'll go back to the hotel. Like, he's getting married in the morning. Like, it's already fucking 4 a.m. or some shit. Like, most bizarre robbery mugging I've ever been a part of personally. So that's how you get married in Vegas. I mean, and then the next day it's fucking Elvis. Elvis in the chapel, baby. And for that event, I actually got to be both best man and bridesmaid. I signed both sides of the wedding certificate. Why isn't that framed, by the way? I never got married in Vegas, but I thought you'd frame that sort of shit. That's just me. I don't know. Yeah, I got it.
Want some pizza?
I'm not going to eat Zaw on camera.
I am.
Ryan's going to eat on camera. I feel uncomfortable doing that.
I'm hungry.
Well, here's Ryan having some pie. There's this lovely pizza pie. But yeah, so Vegas, going to meet Joe sounds dangerous. Sounds like it could be really fun.
Yeah.
Dangerously, as a matter of fact. This one's running low, so I should get another one. Do you need one?
Yeah.
We said we were drinking, so here we go. Hour 3, full of nonsense and some fantasy sports talk, and Ryan eating pizza tonight. Oh God.
Again, we weren't planning on going live. It just
spontaneously combusted.
Yes, it does sound like a plan.
No. All right, those are gonna settle down, bro. Those. All right. No. Oh God, we have to open at least one of them. All right, fuck it, dude. How did we? We didn't kill the whole thing back, did we?
Yeah.
No.
Not today.
Well, but I guess that's good. Hey, Joe. We're drinking local beer from your local state.
My fantasy basketball season is going all right. Like, I decided I'm gonna stop checking my side account teams. Like,
entirely.
I don't even fucking care.
Wow.
It's a shitstorm. Again, my teams are all doing well.
What about
the Billy Hoyle team?
Yeah, your side. I mean, the cool teams and the theme teams, and it's your side account. What about fucking even that active, competitive? How do we advocate active and competitive if you're gonna stop checking your
by
side?
Not having fucking 17 teams?
Yeah, 16, 17, 18 teams, multiple sites, multiple accounts.
It's just way too goddamn much.
What are you trying to do to yourself? Don't do it, because you can't keep up with it. 10, I think, like if you could do 10 for an addict, 10 is the perfect number on Yahoo. I mean, I don't know how many teams you can do on ESPN or anywhere else, but we said it before. I think like 10 is a lot of teams. That's when
like 4 or 5 of them are like dynasty as it is, and like
dynasty teams is sort of like robot mode, or maybe you're more interested. But so you got like your dynasty teams, you got your regular teams, and maybe you got a few like experimental teams. Couple of some auctions, some shit you weren't expecting or trying, like new shit you're trying out. But fuck, I mean, 16, 17, 18 teams the way we did this year was
way too goddamn much.
The funny thing is, like 10 years ago when we were like starting out, we did that many. I mean, granted, we were like in college and like didn't have shit going on. But how did we do that?
I don't know what you talked about.
You had 2 accounts. You played like 8 teams each account. So did
I had shit going on. I was in school and I worked and had bills.
Well, but it wasn't as overwhelming as it is now, is the point I'm making, shithead. I mean, maybe you got to eat more pizza now and slow down. You can't check your fucking 8 extra teams. I don't know. What is it? I mean, what is it? What is it about now versus 10 years ago? Maybe we've come to the realization we're smart enough to realize that you can't put quality attention. You can't be quality active, quality competitive into that many teams. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just all of a sudden it's too many teams.
It takes too long to just set your goddamn lineups, much less make moves and trades. And
I tried to set all 16 of my fucking Yahoo teams today for the week. It took me 45 fucking minutes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and I'm not even like looking at moves. I'm just like, oh, God damn it. I can't even make moves. Like, this is taking forever. Like, there has to be like a button. I wish Yahoo or somebody would come out with this button that's like, set all team permanently. You know what I mean? Like, again, just permanently set your roster.
It should like be scripted into it where like,
it's just always like, your roster's always set. You don't even have to think about it. It's auto set.
So all you got to worry about is fucking trades and.
Well, but what about those nights? What about those nights when everybody's going? You know what I mean?
Those are the ones you gotta
manually do.
But
at worst, your roster should be
written into the script where it's based on percentage started or rankings.
Yeah, rankings.
No, not even rankings. Percentage
started. Yeah, fair enough. Like, that'd be nice. That'd be a nice little fucking feature. I don't know. I mean,
it should be able to be done.
But, as much as I'm complaining about 16 basketball teams.
Who has the number 1 pick in the baseball leagues? Is that you again? No, because you made the playoffs.
I traded my number 1 pick twice. My number 1 and number 2 picks both went for Jose Fernandez plus a fucking moon. A moon and some picks.
Did Stevie end up with number 1?
I think so. I think it was Malcor. I think so. I mean, it should have been. I mean, both of his teams were fucked.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that guy needs fucking number 1 pick more than anybody.
Again, I don't even know who, like, the big number 1 pick is.
Maybe Kenta Maeda.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's Maeda?
I mean,
if it's not Maeda, who the fuck is it?
That's what I'm wondering. Like Swanson. But really what Maeda, like, he's projected as like a 3 or 4, like he's nowhere near like Yu Darvish or
I mean, I'm trying to think. Spring will dictate a lot of that. It's probably Swanson. I mean,
okay, so yeah, Joe wants Maeda. He's high on him.
I think, yeah, I mean,
so he's telling you to get the number 1 overall pick plus Harvey for Greinke.
But I don't want to do that.
I don't know.
I can't do that.
That's the price on Greinke. Like, you're high on more than just Maeda.
Well, you're on Mota. Guillermo Mota. No, I mean, for me, it's probably Swanson. I mean, I think the D-backs kind of fucked up trading Dansby Swanson.
You think Swanson's even going to be in the fucking player pool?
For sure. He's a top 10 prospect. MLB's already got him like top fucking 7 or some shit like that.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks. I mean, Miller, he's good, but they gave up way too goddamn much.
I think so. That should have gotten us Fernandez and Miller, as far as I'm concerned. But
yeah, I don't know how the D-backs weren't able to, like, all right, here's Swanson. I mean, that what they gave the Braves should have been able to get him Jose.
Yeah. You know what that might have been? That might have been a fuck you trade. Like, here we are, we're gonna go to your NL East rivals. Like, here's a guy we like with Shelby Miller, a guy that fucking Tony La Russa, goddamn drafted, I believe. Like, he knows what Shelby Miller is. Tony La Russa's running the D-backs now, de facto, anyways.
Thank God.
Right. Thank you. Thankfully, right? But, here's Shelby Miller, a guy he essentially drafted and spoon-fed as a baby. So Swanson, I mean, I think Swanson was kind of an attitude thing. I think Swanson was a
far ego. Away do you think Swanson is?
They traded Simmons. So I think the Braves are so high on Swanson. He's starting. I think he plays in the majors this year. I think he plays starting the season.
Starting the season?
Yeah.
No, you're fucking wrong.
Nope. All right, side bet.
Okay.
Side bet.
I'll gladly do a side bet on that one just because of fucking the whole arbitration and World 5.
All right, well, but maybe not that, but who else the fuck are they going to fill in at shortstop? Who do they don't have anybody.
They only have like fuck.
The Braves don't have shit. They have no reason.
They got like a Jose Pereza or defensive guy.
I'm pretty sure the Braves like pissed their pants. What? The D-backs are giving us the number 1 pick overall, the only goddamn player, or one of the Brendan Rodgers maybe is a high school player for the Rockies. I mean, there's very few like impact bats, especially early on.
What about is it what Tim Anderson, the White Sox top prospect? Is he being added to the player pool? Because he's on the doorstep.
Their shortstop, or
I forget what position he is.
I thought he already was in the pool.
Okay.
If it's the guy you're talking about that I'm thinking of, he's already in the pool. But
I don't know. I'm just
Swanson. I think the Braves fucking got hell. I mean, they wouldn't have goddamn given up Simmons. They wouldn't have. They peed themselves when they're like, oh, holy smokes, we got Dansby Swanson. Woo-wee! I think Dansby Swanson's probably, for me, if I still had first pick or early picks in our Dynasty Baseball leagues, I think Swanson's the guy I'd probably be going for. I mean, I don't know if Brendan Rodgers is going to be in there. It's probably a little bit – I mean, he's very young, but he's kind of ahead of his time. I mean, he's one of those guys that grows quick and like physically grows quickly. Like, I mean, he's already bulking up and he's probably already too big even to play shortstop now. The one I don't even want to say it out loud. I traded my first round pick, so I ain't gonna get him anyways. But the one guy that I was really looking forward to, I was hoping he was maybe added September call-ups or something. Mazzara, Nomar Mazzara, the fucking Rangers outfielder prospect. Nomar Mazzara, the power. I mean,
yeah, Rogers is ranked as a higher ceiling prospect than Swanson. J.P. Crawford as well.
No, not Crawford's not ahead of Swanson in terms of like bat. Crawford's, I mean, think Carl Crawford.
Yeah.
It's Carl Crawford's like fucking family member.
Yeah, I never should have traded fucking J.P. Crawford.
You traded him? For what? With what?
Was that Rice Turner that got me hand ram who didn't even fucking do shit for me?
Oh, in the 14-16 team dynasty?
No, that was in your league, I think. Yeah, it was your league.
I don't have Rice in my league.
You brought him in.
My league?
Yeah.
You brought him in your league.
No, it was your league.
I didn't bring in Rice Turner.
I thought you did. No, you did. No, Rice was in mine.
Yeah, I brought in Flash for when we replaced George or Bob George Bobby George. This was the guy that, like, when we were first starting our YouTube channel, this Bob or George or whoever the fuck he was. He's a longtime broadcaster, like Salty Sea Dog, shit we grew up learning about. He put it in practice apparently as a radio play-by-play guy or something. He hated our YouTube channel. He was one of the only people in our leagues that actually responded to the videos and stuff that we were doing. And he said, I've been holding out and finally I can't take it anymore. You know, like, you've missed your mark. You missed your target. And we're like, thank you for some feedback, because we've been looking for that, positive or negative, right? And we begged him. We at that point, we begged him to stay.
We haven't heard shit from anybody. No. Like, we weren't getting any views. We didn't have any subscribers.
We hadn't done basketball.
We had nothing.
But I mean, we literally begged this guy to stay in our leagues, and he was just like, "Get me out, replace me. I'm too old for this shit, anyways." Like, we're like, "All right, fine." You brought in Rice Turner from the.
Yeah, I did a what?
The auction, roto.
Was that a 20-man roto auction or 16?
I think it was 16 team. Which we'll see if it comes back. I don't know.
I'll be back.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, so you brought in a guy. I brought in fucking Flash from your baseball league, the 12 team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, Trey Turner, I'm not sold on. Again, I like him. He's with the Nationals. I like him in that lineup. But he didn't really show much last year.
He didn't get much playing time.
True.
I mean, how much are you going to expect out of a guy who got like a fucking call-up that didn't even get played while he still had fucking what's his name? Whatever, their shortstop. Espinoza.
Yeah.
Whoever the fuck Washington, they dog shit shortstop that hits home runs and
that's overranked.
Right. Yeah. Danny Espinoza. Where did he sign? Has he signed? We haven't paid attention to that. He's the only guy. I mean, I know he's out there, but
the guy I'm super happy of that I got a lot of is Moncada.
Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. That's what you got. Wasn't that what you got out of Joe or Joe's team?
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
It was the pick.
You got the pick that got you young Moncada. So, Joe, you gave up Moncada and Correa in the same deal.
Or it may have been Tomas.
No, because I believe Malcor has double Tomas.
I got one Tomas.
That's one Tomas too many, if you ask me.
We'll see.
They should trade him to the A's for fucking...
Again, I'm happy the fact that Enciarte is traded and he's going to be everyday right fielder.
We got Brito. We got so many other players we could be playing. We could be playing fucking O'Brien. I'm curious to see what the D-backs
That dude needs to be a goddamn catcher, and if he says otherwise, it's like,
he can't catch. He sucks at fucking the catching position defensively and otherwise. He's a batter. He's a hitter. I mean, that guy, like, he probably wants to be a DH deep down. But this Peter O'Brien dude, I mean, like, yeah, we want to play him at catcher because you can put a hell of a bat in your lineup at the catching position.
Right.
But he's not a catcher. He sucks. He knows it. That's why he's fucking, like, I mean, what player says, no, don't play me at that position unless they're, like, serious about, like, legitimately, like, I'm not a catcher. I can't do it durability-wise, or I can't do it whatever reason. Like,
yeah, but if it gets them to the majors. Coming up, Suns reset in Phoenix.
What, did we reset it? Is there trades happening? Please
no,
tell me
we're
Suns
just
blew it up.
We're in the blowing up process. That's what they're saying. Just hit the
Please.
reset button, blow it all up, and start again.
Hornacek's out. McDonough. All right, if there's one guy to keep, it's Hornacek, honestly. I mean, you give him a chance, but if not...
Not if you can get Mike D.
Is that... You keep mentioning that tonight. There's no way Mike D'Antoni's coming back here. Why would he come back here? They fucking ousted him in a shitty fashion. Sarver, like, fucked him in, like...
No, he left.
I thought it was bad blood.
No, well, I mean...
I thought it was, like, money or something. Like, there was some bad blood, I thought.
There was, but a lot of that was just Mike D's stubbornness and ego, and he said, fuck you, I'm going to New York. And which he has since then come out and said that, you know, there's a mistake.
But there's not the same players that qualified as a mistake. I mean, right? What the fuck is Mike D'Antoni coming back to the Suns for? What player on this team is he like, boy, I can build something out of nothing with that?
Just wait and see.
I mean, D'Antoni, I mean, when we talked about it earlier, like, that there's a guy that can turn in, like, players that don't matter into fucking fantasy gold, like,
turn all-stars into MVPs.
Yeah. All right. So what? But why would D'Antoni sign with, you know, the 76ers as an assistant coach and all that, and then just come back? Like, what? I don't see how that makes sense. You know? I mean, don't we have to negotiate with the fucking Sixers to get that player or the coach? I mean,
just baseball. League of Evil 1-12, Public 1-12, Public 1-12, and Fantasy Hall of Fame 3-12. So 3 golds and a bronze for Joe.
Okay, how many total teams? Was it just all 4?
I'm guessing he had a couple more in there. I think he said like 5. I think he does 5 or 6.
It's a hell of a haul for like 5 or 6 teams. I mean,
oh yeah. I did 6 baseball teams and didn't end up with a single gold.
Really? No gold for you.
Okay, so he did 4, and so he medaled in all 4 with 3 firsts and a fucking bronze. That's fucking sick.
Ryan's like,
oh yeah, you going there?
Yeah, I got more fucking trophies in baseball last year than you did. More gold too. You know, as a matter of fact, the color is showing. You know, we need a foam finger that says "Go Joes," and you can just, like, whenever you lose to Joe, instead of going nuts and turning on the red light and breaking glass and standing on it, you can just wave the foam finger that says "Go Joes." Because I really I lost to Joe again. We'll see. And we'll just turn on a blue light, maybe. I mean,
get that shit out of here.
Why? Because it says Suns on it right now? I don't know. I mean, poor bastards. It's not the coach's fault, even though he's lost control of the locker room. That part is kind of – it's one of those things. It's not even necessarily like his fault or not his fault. But when the coach has no control of the locker room, you clean it out.
The first thing they got to do is get rid of fucking Markeith. Like, we've been saying that all goddamn
Wave his ass. Eat the salary. It doesn't matter. Just get him the fuck out of fucking Phoenix. Get Markeith Morris the fuck out of Dodge.
Tell him to, like...
Go die in a fire?
You're not fucking welcome to step foot on this goddamn arena or stay out of locker room. Get away from the team. We're going to try to trade you, but until then, sit your ass out fucking home.
Out. Stay the fuck out.
Go fucking travel around with fucking your brother.
Yeah, go let your brother talk for you some more. Let him be your fucking mouthpiece, and you can just lick his ass or whatever the fuck you guys do. Fucking assholes. Fuck the Markeith Morrises and Marcus Morrises of the world. Seriously? Fuck the Morai. Fuck the Morai.
Fantasy gods.
Please let the Morris brothers get fucked out the window.
Please let the Suns win the lottery.
Ben
Simmons.
There's no fucking way.
Man, if Suns get Ben Simmons and you traded your number one pick, that could have ended up being – that's going to be like double whammy.
I'll trade anything on my team to get him back. I'd trade anything to get him. Fucking Bronson. All right, Bronson. No, Bronson ain't going to trade Ben Simmons if he gets him. God damn it. God, fantasy fucking gods damn it. Fuck.
Other than, like, Ben Simmons, I don't really even know of, like, too many.
There's a handful of players.
Like, there's a couple point guards, yeah.
But really, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like the Willie Cauley-Stein thing where, like, they're second or third year players that are finally, like, because it's a weak draft. Like, hey, maybe I wasn't NBA worthy last year. Like, now they're going to go into the draft. So there's going to be some stuff like that. But
Joe, like, you're talking about having a bad team in hockey. Hockey doesn't even count.
I mean, it does if you care. But it's fucking hockey. I mean, maybe we're biased because we live in Phoenix, but
I don't know. I got
ice melts here.
I got 3 hockey teams this year.
Are you checking any of them?
Barely.
Yeah, same for me.
But I'm still like at least 2 of them on like top 3.
Okay. Well, again, it goes back to the active competitive thing. I mean, but you're not engaged. You don't care. Like, not trying to win. Maybe you're winning. I don't know. Maybe you'll win. That'd be good.
Sorry, I'm comparing Joe's player profile to mine.
Yeah, let's look at Joe. I wish we could. It's too bad we can't put it up on the screen now. But...
You have a mouse.
All right.
But
all right, hang on.
That doesn't work because you can't compare him to me. You can compare him to you. So, Joe, your overall performance is 66%.
Okay.
Mine is 65.
Okay.
My basketball is 71 to your 67.
Pretty close.
Your baseball is 71 to my 66. And football, you're 68 to my 56.
Okay.
And hockey, we're tied at 76.
All right. Now, who's winning in golf and NASCAR?
Well, there's salary cap and tournament pick'em, and Joe's killing me in both of those, but I only have like 1 team of each.
And no NASCAR though. Maybe it's just Woot that loves his NASCAR.
I have 66 team managed to his 27.
Wait, what?
Teams managed. So I have, almost 40 more teams.
Is that total? Only 66 teams? That doesn't. It seems like not enough.
66.
Is that? But I mean, what is that like per sport?
Oh no, that's just basketball.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, for fuck's sake, I mean, we've been doing 8 sports a year or 8 teams a year for multiple sports. So we've been doing 12 years, so it should be way more than that. So
Joe won a 20-man in basketball. That's good. My best is 1 out of 14.
Okay, 20-team leagues. You know, ain't no fucking joke.
Yeah.
Unless you're in a joke league, it's like the joke league. And maybe his name is the Joker. I don't know.
Yee! Yeah, I mean.
What else? What else you got? I mean, come on, don't leave me hanging. Tell me some more stats about Joe's winning.
Okay, so basketball, 26 trophies to 10.
You got 26?
I got 26.
Well, maybe he hasn't played as. I mean.
Well, yeah. Again, I got almost 40 more teams than he does.
Okay.
Baseball. Best finish 1 of 12. Mine's 1 of 14. Trophies 25 to 15. So I only got 10 more trophies, and I got 62 teams managed. His 29.
Okay. Well, he just does fewer leagues generally than we do. I mean, we do 8 teams per sport per year.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're doing more total teams, but what he's basically been able to do is take the few teams he plays or the teams he does play and like have a pretty high winning percentage with those.
Yeah.
Teams.
I mean, again, like we're pretty neck and neck. You know, I don't know how many like public leagues to private, because again, especially like my baseball, I got a lot of real deep leagues and
custom shit.
Not too many public. Like honestly, like a lot of public leagues are just kind of jokes.
Just go through the motions and set your lineups and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Although we've both been in some really good public leagues.
Yeah, which is fun. Yeah.
It's always kind of a surprise, like, wow, hey, that league turned out good, you know? And I mean, actually that's where we found some of our managers. I think it was a winners league. It was really good. That's where I got Ray a couple years ago. You know, Ray in my Dynasty Baseball League.
So Joe does like
basketball leagues.
3 or 4 teams a year.
And you do 8.
And they were all publics to start with, and then he's gotten a couple.
How did we even end up with Joe? Where did we find Joe? Joe, where did we find you?
Let's see, 2012 League of Evil he joined.
Only in 2012?
Yeah.
I thought it was a long time ago. I thought it was longer than that. I mean, I swear we've had Joe longer than since 2012. But I thought we've had Joe like...
No.
Really?
Yeah. And again, he didn't join my league until last year.
Where the fuck did we find you, Joe? Because I thought we've had you for like 6 years.
Again, wasn't 2012 where we got people off the message boards?
But I thought he was already around before that. Like I feel like we've had Joe like
Joe 2010 Bloody Sock. Okay. That's the League of Evil.
Okay. Yeah.
League of Evil 666.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. 2010.
Okay. Is that the first one?
Okay, yeah.
I still don't know where we found Joe, but I mean probably a public league or some shit. One of us probably had him in a public league, and we found him. Joe, do you remember where you came from? Like, where were you born? Where were you born into our leagues? Like, I don't remember how we came across Joe or how Joe happened to join our leagues.
I remember how I got Woot.
Okay, what was that? Well, Woot's been around, what, fucking 10 years?
Yeah, Woot's been around the longest, and that was actually a private league I joined that was like published. Okay. And it was like a garden gnome type league, which is why I had to join it.
Okay. Yeah, because of our gnome movie at the time.
Okay, Joe just happened to join a random league. We must have just published it. They had a couple spots open.
Well, hell, that was a fucking lucky find for all of us, I think, right?
Oh, guaranteed, yeah.
Happy fucking accidents.
Yeah, straight coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. You know, it's like happy little trees and happy fucking accidents.
Yeah, I guess back in like 2010, we were just like, okay, we got a couple teams to fill.
That was probably actually before we were Dynasty.
Yeah.
That might have been before we were Dynasty.
Oh, yeah. It absolutely was.
Okay. Well.
Worked out.
You know what? Cheers, motherfucker. Cheers, Joe.
Cheers, Joe.
We love you. Couldn't imagine our leagues without you. Thank God. Thank the fantasy fucking gods. Yeah.
And really, I mean, that's kind of what like this whole FSAA shit is. Like, again, we always say we're addicts, not experts. You know, we're not trying to like be heavy on the analytics. Like, yeah, we can sit there and go over all the goddamn like stats of the days and like go by game and talk about the fantasy relevance and all that shit.
But anybody can tell you that stuff.
Yeah, and you can get that shit anywhere and everywhere. We're just trying to like
promote the culture, promote the aspects that are important, which is finding good league mates.
I mean, again, we try to talk more about like the like league aspects, running a good league, having good managers, and just
being a good manager, even
making fantasy friends and like the network and all that good shit.
Right. I mean, again, until Ryan destroyed our webpage tonight, it was a community of fantasy sports addicts, but he did ruin the website.
I did. I was trying to fix it, and I fucked up.
You killed our website, Ryan. You killed it. I mean, it's dead. It's literally like a white page.
I'm already pissed off about that.
That's what I think of it. That's what I think of your PHP coding. Fail.
Unfucking-real.
That's what you get
for
messing around with something you don't understand. Similar to probably fantasy football. I mean,
you're just fucking rubbing it in tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, because you ruined my paint. Do you hear this? Empty because it
fell and leaked all over the place.
There's
still. I got some paint down here.
So there's still kind of some fumes. I mean, a little bit.
Woo!
It's not quite noxious enough for my flavor, but I mean, it kind of gives me a little taste.
Someone just joined and saw you huffing a sock and left.
Whatever. Fuck you for leaving. Fuck you for judging my paint huffing, okay? God damn it. I love it because it's gold. And I can't win it in fantasy sports, so I got to huff it out of a can.
All right. Should we go ahead and wrap this up?
I don't know. Why? Should we do a mock draft? What time is it?
It's fucking 12:15.
I just want to see if there's anything left first.
There's nothing left. Tom, knock it off.
What?
Fuck that guy.
Fuck which guy? Dude. Oh, it's so painty in there, but it's still not fret. I mean, can I get any more out? I don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, I'm so upset about my... Oh! Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. She's still got a little life left in her, baby. All right. I don't know. What time is it? Do we want to? You want to wrap it up? I'll just fuck around with this. You wrap it up if you want. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Is that what you want, Ryan?
Yeah.
You want to wrap it up?
This was a nice little impromptu
chat with Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, thank you for being our only audience member tonight. We really appreciate it. Anytime you want to chat us up, send us a message. What? Grace is looking at me like shouldn't be huffing paint. Tell your wife not to look at me like that.
What isn't even looking at you?
Well, I'm huffing paint. Don't look at me.
Well, all the guilt is in your mind.
No, it's not. I'm not guilty of anything except for enjoying paint.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're going to be on camera.
I'm all sweaty.
She's all sweaty and gross, everybody. So Ryan had to lean out of camera to kiss his sweaty and gross wife. She's going to go to bed because she's sweaty and gross. Which I don't know why you don't take a shower before you go to bed sweaty and gross.
Morning shower.
Well, but if you're sweaty,
all right. Well, thanks for hanging out. This was a pretty fun meeting.
Yeah, it was
especially just for hopping on and doing it. Like, fuck it.
That's what we do. We fuck it to death, right out the window, in a can of paint. Yes.
Fantasy gods.
Please grant Ryan
Need the serenity
to stop sucking.
Be able to beat Joe. The wisdom to know how to beat Joe.
Which you're never going to find.
And the courage to fuck Joe to death.
You're never going to find it anywhere. The fantasy gods will never smile upon you because apparently fucking Joe is the golden boy. I mean, you look at his player profile again. That man's the golden boy of fantasy sports.
Our player profiles are neck and neck.
Dude, I mean, sorry. I mean, he's the golden boy. He deserves a whole can of fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I am seeing golden rainbows right now.
And Joe, make yourself a football trophy. I wanted one.
If you don't have a trophy, I'll mail this to you, and this can be the Joe trophy. My former.
And now that baseball's coming back up, I'm going for trophies.
No,
I want our trophies back.
Joe, do not allow him to have the scimitar. If there's anyone that needs the fucking scimitar of awesome, what do we ever even come up with a name for it? I thought he gave us one and I forgot.
The Mexican?
Was it the Mexican? Okay, all right. So, I gotta get the Mexican back. It's a scimitar, and I can wave it at Ryan. So if you're gonna lose to me, and otherwise don't lose. Don't give it to him.
Okay.
But if you do lose to me, so I can wave the scimitar and poke it at you for like years to come while I'm huffing paint. God, that's delicious.
All right, so thanks for coming. Our website is down, but it's fantasysportsaddicts.com.
The website isn't just
Twitter, FSAA. FS, the word double, the letter A.
Ryan is a talking rainbow right now. He's literally he's a rainbow that's speaking rainbows. Dude, I love paint. Oh, I feel so much better right now. Like, my whole day was not on par. And now that I've had a little taste of my friend, you're so much more colorful than I ever remembered, Ryan.
All right.
Will you craft some rainbow soft serve for me like the Squatty Potty unicorn? It's going to be the goddamn ad on this video as soon as we click away and close it. Come on. Quit crapping on me for talking about ads that are on our own shit. I mean, unless you're crapping rainbow soft serve like the Squatty Potty unicorn. God damn it. What the fuck kind of ad is that it's on our shit? About shit.
We're full of shit.
I guess we're full of rainbow shit for a Squatty Potty unicorn. Yay! Why? What the fuck? I don't know. All right, fantasy gods, bless everyone. Happy New Year. Happy hour 3.
Joe wants you to huff more paint and trade him Mike Trout.
Dude, I could huff paint endlessly and still not trade Mike Trout. I mean, you could give me a whole fresh can of gold paint. I would be literally I don't know, Gold Dust the wrestler or something. Right? I'd be all covered in it. And I still would probably never give up Mike Trout. I mean, just
like I won't give up Bryce Harper.
You don't have 2 Bryce Harpers, though. That's the problem. You didn't clone up. You got to clone up. If you're in multiple leagues.
I blame you and your ex-wife.
Yeah, she fucked you out the window on that. And now you've got a chance. The same way I've got a chance to clone up on Goldie, right? We're replacing the same guy that's our nemesis. You're replacing the guy that's going to give me Goldie, and I'm replacing the guy that's going to give you Harper. So
that means you're going to get Goldie from Stevie?
If I have to.
How nice.
Not how nice. How fucking much will I have to pay? You saw what I gave up for Fernandez. Ooh. Kind of vomited a little bit with that paint coming back. Ooh.
All right.
It's your fault.
Thank you.
No.
Yes.
No. Are you going to get double Harper or not?
We'll see.
All right, next time on Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous, we're going to talk about actual fucking baseball. I will buy a fresh can of paint, so I'm a little more on point.
Okay.
I'm better with paint, right?
Sure.
You don't think so? You don't think I'm more on point when I got gold paint? I mean, I really enjoy the gold paint because like it inspires me. Like I could get bronze paint or silver paint, but the gold paint, like it inspires me to win. So Ryan's walking off set because I don't know. He doesn't like paint. Ryan, why don't you like paint? All right, hey, you know what, Ryan? Eat it. Just Fantasy Gods bless. So God damn, that's goddamn golden delicious. See you later.